Welcome back. Over 250 exhibitors will showcase the latest trends in home and fashion as Manila F.A.M.E. International kicks off its annual trade show this weekend. The event offers a one-stop venue for sourcing products made by Filipino craftsmen. Now, for more on this event, we're joined by Rhea Matute, Deputy Executive Director of SITEM's Consumer Business Department, Miguel Prado, President of Miles Ahead Corporation, and Rita Nazareno, Creative Director of S.E. Vizcara Workshop Store. Good morning to the three of you.
Good morning.
And really, congratulations on 53 editions of Manila F.A.M.E. That's no small or easy feat at all, and it's such a celebration of Filipino craftsmanship. What do you think is really the secret to making something like this a huge success and carrying it throughout so many editions?
Well, I think the credit goes to our exhibitors that have been there, like from way back in 1983 and even before that, and of course our loyal buyers that come to the Philippines year in, year out, spring and fall. They come to the Philippines to source Philippine products.
Well, speaking of one of the products, I'm just going to put it out there because Rita gave me something very special. It's got my name on it. Okay, this is a little sample of some of the products, well, that you are capable of making, or that S.E. Vizcara makes.
Yes.
We'll find out more about the other products. But how cool is that? You're watching Mornings at ANC, and who am I? I'm Ginger Conero. I feel like
just
a little
in case
kid.
you forget, no?
I feel like a little kid who's going back to school with the coolest notebook in town. So thank you very much.
Welcome.
But you know, again, going back to. Sige, ma'am, just teasing. No, but I mean, going back to Filipino craftsmanship, this is really something that I know in your family has lasted for generations.
Yes, my grandmother started the company in 1925, and then my mom took care of it, and then I'm helping my mom out now. And it's really a family business. My sisters are involved, my brothers are involved, so my brother's actually doing a home line that we're going to launch very soon.
Very cool. Because so aside from the fashion, which is going to be exhibited at F.A.M.E., and Miguel, you have some things for our home, but you'll also be bringing into a home line maybe in future.
Yes, we actually have a home line now, and we're also going to be doing a furniture line, which my brother will
and
be
a pet line
doing. And yes, a pet line. We have we have woven pet beds and pet baskets.
Very cool. Well, I'm looking at something here that could, you know, fit a couple pets if you needed. Tell us about some of the products, I guess, that we have here on display. You're kind enough to, you guys were kind enough to bring in some products. Tell us about these woven bags.
Well, this one is the Bravo bag from the S.E. Vizcara collection, and that's made from it's this one, the big
one right here. Okay.
Yeah, the one that could fit you probably. It's made out of chair cane, and everything is woven. Even if you see the rim right there, it's hand woven. Everything is hand woven by our artisans in house in the workshop. So, and it's very difficult to make. That takes about 10 days to make each one.
For those who aren't so familiar with really kind of the process and the detail that has to go into making, you said 10 days. This is all hand woven, and how is it put together piece by piece, or is it kind of, because it doesn't seem, because I'm asking because I don't know how to do anything, but how do you kind of put this together, and what kind of attention to detail
we just weave it. I mean, right after we design it, we develop it, and we just weave it. We have a weaver, one weaver basically does the whole bag, and then after that we do the lining, etc.
Do you find that there's a larger appreciation for our products abroad when we find that we kind of take our products here and do weaving? We make it here. We use here.
I believe so, because our especially our weaves, it's very difficult the way we weave our things. Like that particular bag, that silver one, you don't really see any seams. So it's very, it's very hard to make. And not only that, we use, really interesting materials, everything from chair cane to, we use natural leather, we use recycled leather, wicker. So from really traditional materials and really pushing it and really doing, a very innovative design, I think is very important.
Oh, and I see some cool fashionable skulls on that.
Oh, thank you.
On that
the rocker. This one actually is my skull, so.
Really?
Yeah. It's called Walang Magawa sa Buhay. I had my skull x-rayed and did a little
That's
thing on
very
the skull,
cool.
so,
How unique. Well, I'm going to take a look at that skull X-ray later on, and then you also have some other pieces here on the table.
Yeah,
Let's,
this
go through some of that.
the last F.A.M.E, this won the Kata Awards.
This is the black one right here.
This is called the Bilbao bag. I based it. The Zacarias by S.V. Caroline was by is the first launching collection that I had designed, and I named it after my grandfather. And I based it in contemporary art and architecture. For example, this one is called the Bilbao bag, and sorry about that. And I based it on Frank Gehry's Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao. So if you can kind of see it, you know, it has this little ergonomic thing. So if you put this side here over here, you kind of put it on your hip.
Oh,
so it's a little bit.
I see. So you can kind of rest on your
and your hip.
on
So it's a little
hip,
like that.
and give you the
Hip
illusion that you have a
extension.
hip also
Yes.
for some.
So-
And then these are also. This is also very.
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
recycled leather based on Isa Genskin's cement sculpture called Porto.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, these are just some of the things that will be exhibited
Yes.
in Manila F.A.M.E, and I'll go back to you know, other things that you guys have to offer. But first off, Miguel, you also brought in some things for the home sector. Sorry, right before we go into that, Ria, there are four types of
There are
things that
basically
people can
four sectors,
Four
four
sectors.
major sectors
Okay.
in Manila F.A.M.E. One is home, so everything that you put in a home, like, you know, like accessories, furniture, and all that. And then we have fashion,
Which we
as
just
you
saw
see
a little bit.
with Rita. And then we also have holiday and gifts, which is basically the Christmas decor and the gift line. And then we have the health and wellness, which is spa and spa products.
Very cool. Okay, so Miguel has brought in some from the home sector, I guess,
Yes.
shall we say. Please tell us about some of the work that you brought in, Miguel.
All of these things are handmade and made out of scrap metal, recycled materials as well.
Awesome.
They're all handmade and very sculptured. So it has gained a lot of popularity all over the world.
Let's
in
talk
fact,
about
yeah.
Go ahead. Some of the pieces that you brought in. Right now, we're looking at the silver sculpture. Tell us what that is called and maybe where you derived your
Okay.
inspiration.
Most of the things that I design are inspired by nature, you know, or you know, family. So you will notice that there's a father and son, the mother and child. We've got the koi fish, the leaves, skeletonized
Right
type,
here.
you know. Yeah, on the bottom part of the
Now, this is
stage.
nature here in the country.
I mean, it's
Or
nature all
everywhere?
over the world.
Okay.
You know, when you do, I travel quite a bit, so I get inspirations from nature.
That's very cool. That's the koi fish that you were speaking of,
Yes.
and
yes.
that's a skeletal.
They're all made of metal. They're all handmade, and they're one of our best sellers as well.
Great. I mean, the crafts that have been created and featured in Manila F.A.M.E are also seen around the world, as both of you guys have mentioned. They're no small names. I mean, some of them are Neiman Marcus, Crate and Barrel. Well, we have some Pier 1 exports, just to name a few of the places that people can find them abroad. What do you think is really the secret to Filipino craftsmanship and success when you take it to an overseas place?
For me, it's really quality, and it's also the design innovation. I think those are, and you know, and Filipino craftsmanship really we're in the top level. So I think if they come to Asia, they know if they come to the Philippines that they're going to get you know, just an amazing product.
And how fortunate we are, because we're right here, and it's going to be
Yes,
exhibited
yes.
all in one place. Go ahead, Miguel.
The Filipinos are really very creative people. Of course, with the help of the designers, innovation is always introduced. Like, you know, I'd like to humbly boast about something which happened to me. Like, I was recently launched in Italy in an art festival. It's the first Filipino artist doing this
Wonderful.
sort of thing.
Congratulations.
And it has created a lot of interest. and hopefully orders as well.
Well, I mean, some buyers from overseas have said it's really quite impressive how Filipinos take the raw materials that we have and make it into something that you feel like you would see, elsewhere in the world. There's really something special to that.
I guess it's the innovation factor that we offer to the international market. A lot of buyers say that when they come to the Philippines, they know they'll find something new. They'll find something that's cannot be seen anywhere else, like especially in Asia. We are the leading innovators or like source of new ideas. Our manufacturers are also not afraid to experiment on materials and like new processes by which that they can create new forms or new products. And also there's a lot of love for handcraft. So it's not so much of handicraft, but we call it now high craft sectors.
I think it's also great how, just as Filipinos, we're such a mix of different influences. I mean, historically, I guess we are this melting pot of different cultures that have influenced us. And then now the designers and their influences from different areas. It's really kind of a unique blend. And I was just going to, reiterate, I mean, the colorful backgrounds of some of our exhibitors, like Rita. I mean, you're totally in a different profession before you came back and got back into your family business. You're working for a big network.
Yeah, I was a senior producer at Fox and also creative services director at the NBC station in Houston. So I was in TV for a very long time.
Yes, and I was asking you before we got on here. You don't miss it?
No, I do. I do, and I watch TV here, and I'm like, there's a whole. It's really quite fun for me actually. So I do miss it, and who knows? I might just be back.
Okay, but before that, it's really wonderful. Like Miguel, I mean, you showed your exhibit in Italy and got such a wonderful reception. And Rita, I mean, there's short to say, I mean, you're an Emmy Award winner. Yes, I was told about that before we came on cam, and it's wonderful to see this wealth of Filipino talent. And it's going to be exhibited in one place in just a couple of days. We'll be able to see your guys' work. Will there be special prices at the exhibit for those who stop by, or will there be special offers, special things maybe that they can't find? If they
we're
let this
open.
opportunity pass?
The Manila F.A.M.E. opens like Saturday, which is the 16th to the 19th of April, and then on the 18th and 19th we're open to the public. The first 2 days is primarily for the trade, which is the foreign buyers and even some of the local establishments here that need stuff for their stores. But on the 18th and 19th, we welcome the general public to come and see the Philippine-made products. And then on the 19th, which is the last day, some of our exhibitors will be opening their doors for retail selling.
Yeah.
Wonderful. That's what I'm going to line up. I can see it now. It's going to be like open.
Mervin's open.
Exactly. Just like that commercial peering through. It's going to be like the day after Christmas. Guys, I mean, this is really, really beautiful. Thank you so much for my notebook. And
thank you for having us.
For showing your crafts and for sharing your talent, really, and keeping it here. There's so many people, who have the opportunity to find greener pastures in different places, but to have you guys still here is really very commendable. So thank you. And Ria, please invite our viewers to check out the exhibit.
So again, the Manila F.A.M.E. opens on 16th to the 19th of April. And then on 18 and 19, we're opening our doors to the general public, 200 pesos per head for entrance fee. And then on the 19th, of course, it's our pleasure, our exhibitors' pleasure, to be able to sell to the local market some of the products that they sell abroad.
So bring those checkbooks. This easy. All right. Well, aside from the exhibit, Miguel, where can people check out your work and maybe also keep abreast as to your future exhibits?
Yeah, we always participate in the Manila F.A.M.E. Show, April and October. And we also join international shows like the Ambiente in Frankfurt, Germany, and other fairs. They can, of course, see our products by calling on our office or looking at our website. And then they can also view the products in Antipolo, where we have our showroom and warehouse.
Great, wonderful. Okay, and Rita, please also, where can people check out more stuff?
For us, we just opened a few months ago the S. Vizcara Workshop store. So that's at the 737 Rojas Boulevard. So that's right by the airport. And we also have Vizcara1925.com. So just check us out.
So check that out. Okay, guys, it was a pleasure. Rhea, Miguel, and Rita, thank you guys. Thank you so much. All right, and have fun at the exhibit.